Next up, we've got Kathy Carson.
Hi, Rob.
Hey,
Hi. Thanks very much for the spot. I'm looking forward to hearing everyone else today as well. So this one is for the teachers and the educators. It's a new piece, so this is the first time out loud. Here we go. For you, Miss Harvey, I did my homework on the bus. Now, let me be clear that I did not do school. School days were spent at home, healing from wounds inflicted by my father, and my mother, wounded herself and complicit in the lie, would write on notepaper given to her every year for her birthday, in her best handwriting, "Dear teacher, please excuse Kathy's period of absence from school. She has been taking care of me as I have been unwell. Yours sincerely, Mrs. Gurley." But the letters were never dated, never specific, which meant that a week off to let bruising turn from purple to brown to green to yellow to shadow could be extended by me, to allow for long walks in parks, trips into Belfast city centre, and an unbelievably skilled waste of time. On the first day of third year, you stood at the top of the room in my English lesson, and you were smaller than all of us, 23, 24 years old perhaps, and I remember thinking that you dressed like my gran. Catherine, read the next paragraph. And the sniggering started instantly. I flicked my fringe from my eyes, fixed my gaze on you, and every part of me sent you a silent message. Please, miss, do not make me read. Back then, my consonants just multiplied and my vowels just disappeared, and syllables had edges and paragraphs meant tears, so I sent it again. Please, miss, do not make me read. And I held my breath, and the nod when it came was almost imperceptible, and followed by, Tracy Cassidy, read the next paragraph. And I breathed out. You set us homework. Now, I had never done homework. When your home is dangerous, when every part of your being is focused on not being thrown against a wall or trying to process hours of verbal abuse, homework simply does not, cannot happen. But for you, Miss Harvey, I did my homework in the bus. In other subjects, I was at best disengaged, at worst disruptive, and letters were sent home to my mother, but she had other things on her mind. But even in the days when I mitched, I would stride into English at 11 a.m. on Mondays and Thursdays with the untouchable swagger of Al Capone. And you would read my work out to the class, these bright red A's accompanied by smiles and affirmation, until one day the homework wasn't worthy of a bright red A. The cup had been slammed 3 times against the table at 2 a.m., calling me from my bed, and 6 hours of shaming and berating and humiliation had followed, so that the essay on the bus was virtually incoherent. God, looking back now, I can see that you tried to be so kind. You placed it on my desk with the D facing down. Now, I know you can do better than this, you smiled. But at 14, I heard criticism, rejection, betrayal even. The sense of exposure was brutal because suddenly you could see all that my father could see, and I could not look at you. And that Thursday, with heart turned to defiance, I sat at the back and glared at you until you reddened, and I handed in no homework. The following Monday, you kept me back after class, and I stood face aflame, eyes blistering from biting back tears, and I can still see you now, hands clasped, crouching so low that your face looked up into mine, and that dimple on your chin, like the press of a thumb. I was so disappointed not to get homework from you, Kathy. Do you know I keep yours to the end? When I've read all the rest, I put the kettle on, grab a chocolate biscuit, and I sit down and read yours, and I was really disappointed when it wasn't there last night. I still remember the swell in my chest, the rush of something warm from my feet to my forehead, fighting back that smile and feeling like I would tell you the truth in this moment. But you didn't know that you should ask. You're smart, you know. You can do anything you want. But my insides were stuffed full of my father's words. retard, backward. You can't string two words together. So there was no room for your words at that time. I would be 22 when I found them again, hidden like seeds in pockets of myself long since forgotten. Once planted, A levels were followed by 1 degree, then another, till I no longer had room inside myself for my father's words. On the last day of 3rd year, my school report was accompanied by a letter, which went something like, "Dear Mr. and Mrs. Gurley, we are concerned for Catherine's attendance and behaviour. She has had extended and frequent periods of absence from school. When she does attend, she is often disruptive, at times aggressive, towards pupils and staff. Her English teacher reports that she shows interest and promise in this subject, but this is not reflected in other areas, and we are keen to discuss her future at the school at your earliest convenience. But for you, Miss Harvey, I did my homework on the bus. Thank you."
Yeah, I like that.
Thank you. Brilliant.
Very good.
It was fantastic.
Thank you.
Yeah, and I was on mute then as well. So yeah, amazing, Kathy. It's going well tonight. It really is. Yeah, amazing. Yeah.